Hi, this is Bobby from Horse Tender Studio, and for today's vlog I thought I'd do something a little different. I'm using my phone this time instead of a camera on a tripod, so I can actually be mobile, kind of take you around and show you some different things. I'm not going to be in this video, but I'm hoping to show you some cool stuff. Anyway, first up are the cross-stitch pads I've been working on. These two here are for the order of 3 that I talked about. A lady ordered 3 pads in this pattern that I came up with, and she picked the colors, and I think she picked some gorgeous colors. These are the first 2, and there's a third one to be made. But in the meantime, I have started on this, which is for a separate order, which is for a show coming up, and so I bumped it up in the queue. The 3 saddle pads she didn't need until later on this month. And so I'm working on this pink and white one, and should maybe have it done in the next week or so, I'm thinking. And then also for cross-stitch pads, these are 3 that I had finished the stitching on a while ago, and I'm hoping to get the felt backs and the tags put on them and get them listed up for sale in the next week or 2. So this is a bit of a preview if you're interested in any of those. And let's go over here and check in on my Clydesdale mare. She is still underway, and there she is in all of her headless glory. Her head had popped off a bit ago, and I thought, well, maybe it's for the best, because there was quite a bit of detailing I wanted to do on her head, and she is getting kind of heavy. So I've been working on her head by itself, and I'm going to probably, after I carve out the ears and the nostrils today, I'm going to put some primer on there and see how that's coming along. And then on her body, I've been putting on the Bondo glazing and spot putty, which I highly recommend for filling any kind of scratches, pinholes, rough spots. And she had a lot of rough spots going on, so she's pretty much completely slathered in it, and I'm going to be sanding it off and seeing how she comes along here in just a bit, as soon as I stop filming. And then had a bit of a casualty while I was working on her yesterday. This back leg actually broke at the hock. Well, it didn't break completely, but it was cracked. And so I had put a lot of pressure on it while I was sanding the other side, and I just broke it. So it had a crack started. So I got in there and I fixed all that, and that's why she's in kind of rubber band traction again. I'm going to be tweaking this other foot here today. I'm going to drop it down so that it's more parallel with the back foot. And that'll also enable me to get in there and carve out the sole of her hoof a lot easier when it's not up against her belly. So that's hopefully the last tweak that I'm going to do. And also on today's agenda is I need to figure out how to get her standing, because when it comes time to primer, which I'm hoping will be soon, I really need to be able to do both sides at once. I'm kind of running out of time on her. I've only got a week to go before she needs to be finished, painted, and photographed. So, yay! And then another thing that I've been working on is this costume here. If you follow my blog, you've probably seen some pictures of it from a while ago. It's actually the first complete Arabian costume that I had started, aside from presentation sets like the one on the little black horse in the back. But this was the first full costume that I started, and at the time I had only done the saddle and the panels and made a bunch of tassels, which were huge and not very groomed. But a couple weeks ago, her collar was just, kind of a pile of braids and big ugly tassels, and so I got the collar piece done. I'm really happy with that, and I got all the tassels that I made so far all trimmed up and nice, ready to go. And so that's coming along. I've kind of decided to circle around to some old projects, and that's kind of my theme for this year, is to just work on finishing some things. So that's underway. Little Chewy, you can see in the back there, I actually have started his prepping. He has some spots where I'm going to have to use the spot putty. He's got some seams that are sunken in instead of stuck out, so they need to be filled. So he's going to have some red blotches on him here pretty soon. And then in the new news department, I mentioned a while ago that I was interested in entering Maggie Bennett's micro mini custom contest she has coming up, and I had ordered a mini for it, and here he is. This is Tohi, and don't know if my phone will be able to pick him up or not. But that's Tohi, and he's the first one that she had sculpted for her Micro Mini Club. And she sculpted him to be a stock horse, and so I'm thinking that a flashy Pinto or Appy would be nice for him. Those have always been my favorites to paint, so I'm leaning towards Pinto, but we'll see what he decides to be. He and Chewy will probably be getting painted at the same time, since the deadline is similar. Maggie's contest comes up in early March. And then also in the news department, I now have a laptop in my studio. This is not my new laptop, which I've been talking about waiting for it to come back for repairs. This is actually my old one, and it's still kind of glitchy and it got some problems, but I decided that it would be really nice to set it up in here to be able to access my digital reference library, which is huge, and I don't really have a way to utilize it when I'm actually at my desk working. And also, it'll be a movie player, so I'll be able to watch the movies, which is what I'm going to do here as soon as I finish filming and get this video uploaded. And then the last bit of big news I have is, well, on our way. Say hi to Reckless. Always gotta say hi to him. Hey, buddy. He's overseeing all the goings on here. You may be familiar with my little horse holders that I made, stablemate holders. I have a post on my blog that talks about these, and the name of the post I think is Tiny Horse Holders, if you're interested in them and how I made them. I did a bit of a tutorial, but basically they're just made out of cardboard. I cut them on our laser cutter, and I have most of my stablemates in them as protection against earthquakes. So everyone has their own little stall, and they work out really well. Well, as you can see, I have made more of them. And the reason for that is I'm expecting, hopefully any day now, a rather large shipment of stablemates. And I'm very excited about that. I'm planning on doing kind of a grand reveal unboxing video when they get here. And so be sure and look for that, hopefully in the next few days. And I guess that's all I've got for today. I hope you enjoy the video. If you see anything you'd like to know more about, just let me know. And be sure to like this video and comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.